Yes, Nazira.
Thank you, John. As Jen said, ISIS since yesterday, people were worried about everything about the Taliban. They were psychologically under a lot of situations. Some of my family get targeted and tortured by the Taliban. But since yesterday that ISIS created, Afghan people are more worried. And do you think that it's another civil war will start in Afghanistan? That's why most of Afghan people question. And everybody now want to leave the country because now it's double. Before was only Taliban. Now ISIS also show up one more time their activity. Do you think that's another civil war? Start soon?
Before I try to answer that question, I do want to take the opportunity on behalf of the Department of Defense to also make sure that we express our condolences for the Afghan people who suffered in yesterday's attack. We know that there were a number of killed and wounded Afghan civilians at the airport, and that there are families that are dealing with the same devastating, terrible news that now Gold Star families here in the department are dealing with. So again, on behalf of the Secretary, we offer our condolences and thoughts and prayers. I wish I had a crystal ball. I wish we could know for sure what's going to happen in Afghanistan. We don't. We obviously don't want to see the country torn asunder through civil war. But that's why whatever the future of Afghanistan is from a governance perspective, we're going to stay engaged with the international community to make sure that Afghanistan's leaders are held to proper account for the way they are governing, and that Afghanistan's neighbors also try to play a constructive, productive role in whatever the future of Afghanistan is going to be. Though we will not have a military presence there, the United States government will still want to see what we can do with the international community to make sure that that Afghans can have the best of all possible outcomes for their future. But I think it would be foolish for us to try to be too predictive about what's going to happen right now.
You is not change the policy again to be involved again in Afghanistan?
The Commander-in-Chief has made a very clear decision that it is time to end America's involvement on the ground in the war in Afghanistan, and we're going to execute that decision, as we should. David.